Hey guys, my name is Divya. I'm a doctor and I've held a management role with a healthcare company for a while. I've been doing a series of videos on my channel to help everybody in the community get PgMP certified. So today's video is about sticky notes, guys. I use a lot of sticky notes while studying, so I'm hoping to share this trick or this little tidbit, and I'm really hoping that it'll help you out the way it helps me out. This is in no way a sponsored video. If you don't like sticky notes, please do not buy them. This is really just to keep the game up, to keep the interest up, and use some fun stationery. So let's get right into the video, guys. My tip number one, I use sticky notes everywhere. I put them up on my refrigerator, my monitor, my desk, and everywhere where I need to leave a note. It will say something like review stakeholder management, and that would be a chapter that I need to do in the program management standard. It could also say just review pages 22 to 23, because now I know that I only need to do 2 pages and get it over with. So back in the past, guys, I've told you that I loved leaving sticky notes all over my house, refrigerator, monitor, desk. But now that I have kids, they love to play with my sticky notes and get them off. It is something that I do not really appreciate, but it's one of the fun things about having kids. So now what I've done is that I put sticky notes on the first page of my notebook. And that really helps me out, because every time I open the notebook that I'm using, it reminds me a whole bunch of things. It will tell me what I have to review, where I left off last time, what I need to do, etc., etc. One of the important things that I want to tell you about sticky notes: don't just stick with studying points. So don't just tell yourself, hey, this is a sticky note because I need to review such and such page or such and such chapter in the standard for program management. So remember, guys, that we're working professionals. We have full-time jobs, families, people to take care of, things to run all the time. I use my sticky notes for everything, all the tasks that I need to accomplish that day or that week, and I sort of keep updating them. And you know what? This really helps me with my studying. It will sound odd, but it actually clears my brain. It clears my brain that, hey, I need to get that bank work done, I need to get my groceries done, my cooking finished, and I still need to make a half an hour, 45-minute chunk for studying. And that really clears my brain, because if I don't make sticky notes for the rest of the stuff, I actually get confused and never end up studying. So it's like a good prelude to time management and planning. So I really hope that you use this trick. Now that I've told you what I use sticky notes for in a general sense, let's take a specific example. So if I were to look at the standard for program management, the 4th edition, and take up a particular topic, let's just say program business case, it has 4 paragraphs in it. So if I want to ensure that I know this inside out, I would use a bunch of sticky notes. The first one would be a question pertaining to the first paragraph, which would ask me something on these lines. How would an organization achieve its vision? So if you read the few lines in the first paragraph, it tells you that, strategy is used by organizations to achieve their vision, and they actually formulate and update their strategic plan and things that they do with it. In the second paragraph, it goes through a bunch of details, and to remember and ensure that I have it down, I would use a second sticky note and ask the question, what is really presented in a business case? And what do we do, or what does it talk about when a business case is presented by a program manager? So if you read that second paragraph, it would clearly tell you that a business case, discusses feasibility and how certain goals would be achieved by a particular organization to ensure that it's in line with their vision and their strategy, and the fact that there would be a program wherein you would achieve these organizational goals. So to remember all that would be my second sticky note. My third sticky note would definitely be an important one and would say important on the top. And I would ask the question, what details would a business case include? So if you read the standard for program management, guys, it would tell you there are about 20 to 25 points, and they have all sorts of things in it: the levels, the issues, the risks, the assumptions made by the program, why does it justify that the program is required, how is it aligned with the strategic plan, the constraints it has, how does it justify the resources it's going to use? So there are tons and tons of things about 20 to 25 items, and I would put that down on a sticky note because I think it would really help me out. So these are the few ways that I would use a sticky note, and hopefully the questions would trigger my memory, would trigger my brain to think and to understand the concept. What we did just now was just a teeny tiny bit of a synopsis for the program business case. My final tip in terms of using sticky notes. So whenever something is important and I'm doing something a little more on the dry side, like the standard for program management, I used to use smaller sticky notes and just put something like important. It would be a nice bright colored thing and it would mark or point towards something important so that we actually remember it. So guys, remember that we all are visual people, and when we're reading something which has a visual cue, something like a bright sticky note, it would actually enable us to remember it better. I do think that this works for me, and I hope that it works for you too. So some of you may counter and say that you're not into paper stuff anymore and that you don't want to be using these paper sticky notes that fly around, and that's totally fine, guys. Use the sticky notes or use the tool that is good for you. If it's a virtual sticky note, if it is something on your laptop, your iPad, or whatever little gadget that you're using, whatever fancy gadget that you're using, go ahead and use it. I just hope that these things help you because they really helped me out. All in all, I hope that the videos and tips are helping you out. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching.